A new survey from caring.com finds most Americans don't prioritize creating a will until a milestone, good or bad, happens. Many waiting until closer to retirement to get plans in place.
Tonight, the trends in Omaha, a state attorney is noticing, and what you can do now to ensure your family is taken care of. As the Bartolome family grew, Joseph and his wife Lene wanted to get plans in place for any future scenario.
Because no one plans on something bad happening to you or a loved one, but knowing that our children will be taken care of if that ever happens, it just lets you not have to worry about it. Before the birth of their second child, they met with Omaha estate attorney Leroy Peterson to create a will. It's more than just a financial document. In Nebraska, a will is also what parents use to nominate a guardian for their children. We wanted to make sure that there was a power of attorney established, so if in fact there was something where my wife and I weren't around, that they would be taken care of. So we took a look at our families and our close friends and decided, hey, who do we trust? It's tough but necessary conversations like this that Peterson wishes more people would have sooner rather than later.
Unfortunately, a lot of times it's maybe a bad diagnosis or the loss of a loved one, parent or sibling, and then the individual has had to deal with going through that whole process with somebody maybe that hadn't planned in advance, and then I hear that quite often. I just want to make sure that my family doesn't have to go through what I went through. Peterson says the process is a lot simpler than most people realize. It all starts with pulling together like a personal financial statement. Everything that you own that has a title, we want to get that on a piece of paper, and then once we have that, then the conversation becomes easier about, well, what would you want to have happen, and where should this go, and how should it be divided? Peterson says estate planning is more than just considering what happens after you pass. And there's always the possibility that we may experience a period of time where we can no longer manage our affairs before we would pass away. And so we want to contemplate and plan for that with, putting, good powers of attorney, a healthcare power of attorney or financial power of attorney in place to contemplate that. And once you have your documents all together, there's not much upkeep unless, something happens or we open something different. But for the most part, everything is taken care of and kind of streamlined already.
Something Peterson says a lot of people get confused about when creating a will is beneficiary designations. So here's an example. Say before you got married, you listed the beneficiary on your 401k account as your sibling. Even if you state in your will that you want all of your 401k money to go to your spouse, if you forget to change the beneficiary on that account, the money will still go to your sibling. So Peterson says it's important to update beneficiaries as part of estate planning.